Commander Shepard. Enter the password and receive a free gift.
Really? Really?
Got problems with collectors? Try Socialise trading services.
Feels weird being back, Garrus. Okay, let's go.
Just enter your password for a fabulous prize package worth millions of credits.
I don't even know the password. I'm not even gonna bother. Hey.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
So it seems.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're... dead.
Well, technically I was.
I was listed as missing in action a couple years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Thanks. Just past the scanners on my right. Okay, yep. On the right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just 'cause you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Hi.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
Well, your console is like half right, because technically I am dead, but I can't... Ask Miranda, she did all the things to help sort of bring me back and put me back together, quite literally.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Well, at least the security's like up much, much better. I must say that. Any way you can fix it?
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs, then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge.
Huh!
But I can see you're a busy woman.
Yeah,
so
I kind of
how
am.
about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
I have to ask this. I gotta. Force of habit. Is it actually legal that way?
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
Okay, I will actually admit that's... Just do it.
That'd be great.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost specters is still kicking.
Oh, I intend to. I'm sure I'm gonna give them a proper good fright. You know what, how do I get there from here? It's been 2 years, so I'm sure you've had to remodel the place a bit after Saren's attack.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
Thanks. But yeah, I do plan on seeing the council. I don't like them much, but yeah, I do plan on seeing the council. There's one person on that committee I definitely want to see.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
Yeah. I wanted to know more of Sovereign's attack. I mean, I was there, but I still want to know the afterfall and so on.
It looks like most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty shot up. Of course, they fixed that first. All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the Keepers got things restored fast. Tasery Ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
they're still doing it after 2 years. Yeah, I can imagine it might take some time. What about Zakira's ward?
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other four are dominated by Asari, Turians, or Solarians. In Zakira, we've got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
So we're a little bit more open as well. That's good. What about humans in the CSEC?
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in CSEC.
The CSEC took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
Yes, and our bodies paid heavily when we went to save the council too. Lovely.
I overheard your conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't a Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass. Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the council's rulebook.
CSEC has changed.
It definitely has, Garrus. That's almost kind of scary. Alright, I'm gonna go see the council. Thank you.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
I don't really need to scream, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's go. We've got a council to see, and I have a certain ambassador to meet. You said take a shuttle, right? Okay.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift.
Is that this thing talking?
Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Hazard a guess? Silence is golden?
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Koto. I'm a fan.
Have you been briefed?
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
And why the secrecy?
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
You sure on that?
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
You're not wrong there, I can definitely guarantee that. Tell me about you and Cerberus.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
What deal exactly? I've got to ask this.
I assume this deal is something I should know about.
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
Donovan Hawk?
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
And I go in guns blazing, because that's usually my way of going with it. I do have a flamethrower too. Are you expecting trouble?
I doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
Fair point. So this grey box.
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware.
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
Ah! Great, another vengeance plot. So this heist then.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
If you put me in a dress, I swear. Wait, you mentioned your partner. Sorry, I went straight over that.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
Huh. You do know I know exactly where you are, right? Huh. Tell me, what did it say?
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
I can see why you want it then.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with your help, Shepard.
Well, consider my help especially granted. We'll take care of it.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Hey, Miranda, she gives me more the creeps than you do. I love you, really.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's good to see you, old friend.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Wait, you want me to explain my actions? You mean the actions of basically doing what I was doing before, my job?
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The
Oh, here we
immortal
go
race
again.
of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Of course they would. But why would you ever think that Geth would follow Saren?
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
So you think an organic can quite literally convince the mind of a Geth that is potentially entirely robot? Okay, sure. If that's what you want to believe, that an organic can convince a robot. A robot that's programmed with one thing in mind. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Why did I ever save them? Why did I save them? I shouldn't have saved them. Well, how about you examine Vigil? Or Sovereign, for instance. I'm sure the wreck is still very much intact.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional. and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Did he just say that my mind is... Anderson, why did I actually protect... Why? Why did I save them again? Why did I sacrifice so many lives to save them again? So much for... So after everything that I've did, this is what you're giving me. This is the response that you're giving me. You may have your reasons, I can understand that. I really deserved better than this.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
Really? Normally, I'd say I'm honored, but I'm not. I don't want to be a Spectre of this... No. You're willing to reinstate me, but limit and restrict me. When in fact, I'm the only one who's quite capable and knowledgeably aware of things that are going on, and you want to restrict everything.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Yeah, you've shown absolutely zero support for me at all anyways. From the very beginning, actually. So, I've only got one thing really to say to you.
Take your offer and cram it up your ass. I didn't need your help to stop Sovereign, and I don't need it now.
We've tried to be reasonable.
A tactic that has been misplaced. If your actions become a threat to the security of Council space, we will take action.
Watch your step, Shepard. You've been warned.
Well, that didn't go as well as I had hoped.
Yeah. I'm sorry for that. But thanks for trying.
I appreciate the effort, but bureaucrats aren't going to stop the Reapers.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Hello, Udina. Surprised?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
Oh, Dina, it's worse than you think.
I didn't just meet with the Council. They offered to reinstate me as a Spectre, and I told them where to shove it.
Are you trying to start an interstellar war?
Maybe.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I make the decisions around here, Udina. Your job is to clean up the mess I leave behind. Understand?
Of course, Counselor. Given the potential size of this one, I'd better get started. I'll be in my office.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
You do a good job of it. I'm surprised you haven't fired him, actually, but... Yeah, why don't you just fire him?
What do you keep him around for?
he's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
Captain, I've got to ask. Do you know anything about Ashley?
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
No, I understand. What about the damage to the Citadel? As much as I kind of don't want to be on this place anymore, nor do I care about it much. How bad was it?
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Good thing that we got them. But the remains of Sovereign, what happened to them?
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
What of the war with the Geth?
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
So it's really changed up, huh? Well, that's as much as I could expect. Friend to friend, though. How have you been?
How have the last couple years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
You should come with me.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Well, I did offer it. If you ever change your mind, you can always just send a message and I'll come and pick you up. No questions asked. I'll be there.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Oh, believe me, I know. One of them's behind me and I definitely don't trust her that much. Well, I'm slowly starting to trust her.